Welcome to the first Send It sessions of 2023. This is where you guys at home send us your videos from all around the world and we feature you. So this week we have got action from, well, the Canaries and Joseph Pons, getting a bit close to a few bodyboarders. We've got action from Costa Brava. We've got action from on the other side of Spain, Santander. We've also got action from South America. Yeah, and that's where we're going to kick off. In Uruguay, Manilo helping organise a forward loop clinic. Yes, and this one is super interesting. Check out the simulator.
You must go for the forward. I think that Ben said that like 100 times. So we really get motivated with it, but we needed someone who really knew how to teach us. Fortunately, we have our best mate Tato, which is one of the best wave windsurfers here in Uruguay, and he came up with this idea of implementing a clinic of the forward loop in Punta del Este, Uruguay. He took some ideas from Ben's videos and others from the guys from Japan with the simulator, and he made a forward loop simulator with a wooden board, and we started trying it with the rotations in the sun.
Sometimes nobody's right, sometimes nobody's wrong. I said sometimes it don't work out, and it's time to move on.
After getting used to the movement of the rotation, we went to the water and tried to fully send it.
You can only hope the pain don't last too long. I said sometimes.
We were about 10 windsurfers, all about the same level, different ages, but all with the same idea in the mind, is to get this forward loop fear away. So that's how it started all.
You kiss my ass goodbye.
Doing this with a bunch of other sailors and being coached by Tato, someone who's really passionate about windsurfing and teaching, was really the key for a perfect weekend.
I said sometimes nobody's right, sometimes nobody's wrong. I said sometimes it don't work out.
The best of all was that we could take out our fears of crashing and smashing and knocking our heads or hitting the water badly, because we learned a safe way to make the rotation and no one really get hurt. Just we had a lot of back landings and a little bit of back pain, but nothing serious. So that's what happened the first day. It was an amazing day. We got epic conditions for the clinic. It was really good how Tato followed us with his camera in the helmet, and he was pushing, go now. And that motivation led me to one of the best rotations I've had in the entire weekend.
I said sometimes nobody's right, sometimes nobody's wrong.
After the first day, we went to Tato's house and we threw some burgers to the barbecue. We filled up our glasses with beers and I started to look at the videos and the footage of a great work of the photographers and videographers. And Tato could comment all our mistakes and take in mind everything we had to correct in our positions, in our hands, and our look and everything. And then we went to the water the next day and started and continued the journey of throwing the forward.
I said sometimes nobody's right, sometimes nobody's wrong. You can only hope ain't no last too long. I said
Hi, I'm Rodrigo. I'm one of the 12 windsurfers who went to Pacasmayo, Peru last June, all organized by Tato Molina.
misunderstood the whole thing. When I set it off, well, I did it for me. Cause all I ever needed was the truth.
Pacasmayo is one of the best windsurfer wave spots in South America. We sail and surf every day with side of shore wind condition and nice swell.
To heal the pain, but I made it go, and I did it for me. It's a state of mind, and easy to achieve. Many thoughts and
After the sailing, we had dinner, saw all the footage, and that taught each one of us little but important things to improve in wave sailing.
Yes, that is what we want to see. Guys all around the world pushing the level, putting that clinic together. And that Tato, he's a pretty good sailor, isn't he? He's got some skills, so great to see everyone sending it over there. And Peru is definitely on my bucket list. Them waves look dreamy. Right, next up, a guy that I know really well. He lives here for 6 months of the year pretty much, and then lives in northern Spain for the other 6 months. You've seen him before on the channel. Yes, probably the best ever forward loop bail I have ever seen. But this little episode is from a crazy little situation where the wind... Well, anyway, I'll let Justin explain, but we're going up to Santander.
Bay of Santander, northern Spain, 40 to, top gust this morning was 57 knots. So I'm not too sure what it is right now. This place is blowing offshore. It's called the Foehn effect. The Foehn effect is a type of catabolic wind, winds that rush down mountains. You see it a lot in the Mediterranean. In this case, the wind is traveling across Spain, goes over these mountains over there, and rushes down the mountain. It increases in speed and in temperature due to the pressure and gravity on the wind, believe it or not. And it'll speed up the wind at least by double, maybe triple of what it was on the other side of the mountains, on the plains of Spain. And as it falls into the Bay of Santander, it could be 40, 50 knots. Also the temperature, yesterday was 6 degrees, today is 20 degrees Celsius.
Cause all I ever needed was to learn from my mistakes.
Super gusty wind that is pretty uncomfortable. And you can see it also chops up the water a lot, especially if the current is going against it. The fetch is only maybe a kilometer or something like that, and it builds up these pretty fat waves, which are good for jumping. I started out with the 4.0 with an 80 liter board, and then ended up on a 3.5 with a 70 liter board. This is a good stop on your way to Tarifa or anywhere in the south of Spain or Portugal. When Wind Guru shows 20 knots south winds, it's going to be firing here for sure. Enjoy.
Yeah, how crazy is that? Like some serious wind up there. Absolute acceleration effect in full effect. So yeah, that's what we want to see. You guys at home, if you want to be in next month's Send It sessions, send us your clips. Can be GoPro, Insta360 like Justin, and just give us a little bit of background, a little bit of talking, some information. We're all windsurfers, all watching the channel to see what's going on around the world. So maybe you've got your own little story. Could be a spot guide, could be something like we saw from Justin, or you could be a budding filmmaker, you know, a young budding filmmaker like this next bloke. Alex sent us a little video he made of his dad at his home spot in Costa Brava.
Estatit, a little town somewhere in the northeast of Spain, known for its great diving capabilities, landscapes and nature. Our home spot.
Hi, we are here at the windsurfing and kitesurfing beach at Costa Brava. We are here for windsurfing normally all around the year when we have holidays. The best wind you can find during June and July and August, normally between 12 and 20 knots from the southeast. You can also have good conditions when the wind comes from the north, but then you have to go to the end of the bay in the south to Pals. Here the north wind, the Tramontana, comes very strong, which is not so gusty. Let's get your own impressions.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's maybe got a future in this. A really nice little video put together there, Alex. So thanks for sending that in. Next up, we've got a familiar face to the channel. We've seen him going massive over in Pozo. He obviously lives in Gran Canaria. It is, of course, Josef Pons, but this time he's talking about a little trip he did up north with Moritz Mauk and co. Just check out how close he gets to the surfer.
Gran Canaria is well known for the northeast winds, the trade winds, which we normally use in the east coast, Pozo, Vargas, Ojos de Garza, Salinas. That's the normal conditions we used to have during the summer. Mainly during the whole year we have this direction, which is good. But when the wind turns a bit and switch a bit more to east or a bit more to west, you have good conditions on the north shore and the south of the island. That day was east winds. We had a bit. It was a bit north, but mainly east, and the swell was coming from northwest. That makes to have a good waves for wave riding in starboard tack on that spot, which is called Boquines, where normally it's a good surfing there. But that day was quite empty, so it was really good to be able to go with the windsurf and enjoy the waves. We had a different. It started. I think it was high tide when we started, and it was quite flat. But then it starts to pump up. Some good sets coming in, and we enjoy it a lot. There was the Moritz and Guillermo, and it was so nice. We were lucky because normally there is quite localism there, and the surfers are pissed off when they see you with windsurfing. But that day was perfect. We enjoyed it a lot. Then I had different sessions on the north, and sometimes I have problems with the locals. I know them. I know all the surfers because I also surf there, but they get pissed off when they see the sails, and it's a bit complicated sometimes them to understand. It's when it's windy, we also can surf the waves with the sail. But that day was perfect. We enjoyed it a lot. We've been there 2 hours maybe, and Moritz's girlfriend was filming, so that's what we have from that day. I hope you like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's how you make friends and influence people. I'm pretty sure if I did this here in Portugal, they'd be marching outside the house. I mean, that was close. That was frigging close. I don't advise you to do that at home, people, unless you know the surfers very well. Obviously, Bonzi knows them. But some nice conditions there. Like I say, Gran Canaria has loads more to offer than just Pozo. You probably should check it out in the winter. Keep your eye on the forecasts. And that's it. That is it for Send It Sessions this month. A massive thanks to everyone who sent the videos in. Epic stuff. Also, you guys that are still supporting the channel. I know there's a few of you that are still supporting. We've had some new members coming in. Absolute legends. Like I said, you guys are the reason this channel happens. It's why we can afford to edit and put together all these videos and push it through. We've got the podcast. It's coming back this Wednesday. It could be a Mat Check one. It could be a live one with me. So stay tuned to the channel. It is all coming up. And I did say I was going to give away some hats last week. So two winners of hats who commented on the video last week, randomly generated, should be members coming up here and here. You've got a new hat. Contact me on my usual email, sendit@Windsurfing.TV. Next week will be a normal Send It Sunday, so send in your crashes, your fails, your bails, your made moves, your motivational. Let's go. Windsurfing's going to be a big one in 2023. I can feel it. Only one thing left to say, that no matter where you are in the world, don't forget to send it.
Woohoo! Oh fuck.